Chris Young here from HomeKit Geek. Subscribe, like, share. It's always appreciated. One quick thing before we get started. Huge thanks to Fibaro for sending me this to review. Really appreciate that. We're looking at the Fibaro Motion Sensor, which is Bluetooth, so it's got to be within range of your Apple TV. Motion sensor, light sensor, temperature, it's all packed into this little tiny device, and this is really small. If you look at the image, you can see from left to right, you have the Elgato Eve motion sensor, the Philips Hue, the round one, of course, which is the Fibaro, and then the smallest is the Ecobee, just to give you a size. So let's take a look. So this has got the typical Fibaro packaging. The HomeKit logo there is right on the box, and it's motion, light, and temperature. So how much more clear can you be? Let's open it up now. So as I pull it out of the box here, you can see it's got in cursive script written, "Your love, your imagination." So I love that Fibaro kind of has this branding, and they allow you to create your house and make your house what you want it to be, right? So that's pretty cool. I think that's pretty special. We open it up. Of course, we've got all the instructions here that we could possibly want. We will fast forward through that, but it's all there. You can trust me on that. So we'll take this out of the box, and this is the piece itself. It's small, it's smooth, and it really does look like an eye. So let's see what else is in the box here. We've got the mounting brackets and the screws here, which is good. So one of the things I was really curious about is it actually, is the marketing, the eyeball, is that the device, or is that marketing, is that image manipulation? And it's not. It's really kind of that round shape. It's able to spin in your hand really cleanly. What's really nice is when you pull this apart, it's actually got a tamper sensor as well, so you can tell exactly what's going on. You can see this is a not a regular like AAA or a watch battery here. It is a, let's see, a CR123A lithium. I'm expecting to get probably somewhere between 6 months to a year out of this, which is kind of standard on these things. So if I get more than that, I will be happy. I haven't really checked to see how easy it is to find these batteries as well, so that's the other thing to be aware of when you're looking at these, is how easy is it and how much does that battery cost. But again, what's really nice is this has got the tamper sensor on it. I can just pull this off, so I'll be able to put the mounting screw through there and then place it back in and mount it wherever I want. So with that, let's go set it up in HomeKit and we will get started. Here we are on the Apple native home app. So we're just going to click on that plus sign and add accessory here, and we will use the HomeKit code. There we go. It scans in. Awesome. Fibaro Motion Sensor. That's what we're expecting to see. So now it's going to go and connect, establish that authenticated relationship, encryption, all that good stuff that we like HomeKit for. So once that's established, then we're just going to have to go in and rename the accessory. So I'm not quite sure which sensor this is right now. This could be the light sensor, it could be the motion sensor. So we'll figure that out afterwards. But we're going to put this in my office for now. Eventually, I believe it's going to be used in my downstairs bathroom. That's the application, which I'll show you guys at the end. But that's where I want to put it for now. So we'll put it in the office, and then we'll click on that next tab. So funny enough, it's actually going to force us to change the name before the next becomes available. So I'm going to put something in here. So let's call this Fibaro Motion Sensor. Click Next. And the next one is the motion sensor. So the first one must have been light or temperature. So this one is, we'll just call it the motion sensor. Click Next. And then the last one here is the temperature sensor. So the first one must have been light. So we will go back and fix that when we're done here. So I'm in the living room right now. So I'm going to flip over to my office. And then we'll go back into the light sensor and change the name to something more meaningful than just Fibaro, right? That doesn't help us much. So we'll go Fibaro light sensor and click on the done button. So now we have changed that. You can see we have 334 lux in the office. The motion sensor has been triggered, and it is currently 23 degrees Celsius in here. I can always go and click on the open tab right here. So we'll go over to the Fibaro app, and you can see that now we've changed to portrait mode. And the Fibaro app it's not one of my favorite apps, I'll be totally honest, but it is functional. You know, that's one of the things that I really love about HomeKit is I don't have to live in the Fibaro app if I don't like it. If you do, that's awesome. I'm sure there's people who absolutely love it, and that's great, right? So we can go in here and right into my office. You know, it syncs that state directly from HomeKit, and then we can go in, and if I need to, I can check to see if there is a update. You know, all that stuff as it syncs up. It hasn't done that yet. So I know that this is going to sync up and I'm not going to wait for that. So let's just go over and set up an automation using this in the native Apple Home app. So you can see in the top left-hand corner here that in the very, very corner, you can see the motion sensors there, and you can see we've got two Philips Hue light bulbs in here. This is what's great about HomeKit is you can connect things from different vendors, different accessory vendors, and not have to worry about whether or not they're going to work together. They just work. Apple takes care of that for us. So we're going to add up a scene first, and we're going to call this downstairs bathroom on. So be really descriptive with your names. So what's this going to do? It's going to turn on the downstairs bathroom lights, right? Pretty simple. So while we're looking for those lights, I want to point one thing out is that the Fibaro, this has not just a motion sensor, it's also got the light sensor and the temperature sensor. And any of those three could be used to set up automations or combinations. So you can say turn the lights on, but only if the light sensor isn't sensing light greater than 2000 lux, right? You have these kind of options. That's what makes Apple really cool is that you can kind of combine the stuff together, and the Fibaro works seamlessly with LifeX or with Philips Hue or Lutron. So you kind of have all these options, right? That's one thing that's really cool. So now that we've set up the scene, we're going to go over to automations and actually create that automation. So again, we could do presence-based, people arrive, people leave, time of day, a light is on or off, the light sensors, all those kinds of things. But we're just going to do a simple motion sensor here. So we've got the Fibaro Motion Sensor. When it detects motion at any time, where I could do a time of day based thing here if I wanted to, but we'll keep it simple. What do I want to do? I want to go down to the D's and select the downstairs bathroom lights on. And I could do this, this would be enough. But what I also want to do is to say, no, let's turn it off after 15 minutes. So I don't even have to, want to worry about people turning the lights on or off. Let's just make it automatic. And after 15 minutes, you should be done in the bathroom. At least that's how things are in my house. And that's really it, guys. At this point, it just works, right? You walk into the bathroom, the lights are going to come on. 15 minutes later, they're going to go off. I suppose if you're still there doing your business, you could wave and the lights would come back on. So at least we've got that. And that's it. That's simple. Hope you guys enjoyed this. If you got any questions, please put them in the comments below. I want to know what you guys think. Do you like the look of the Fibaro motion sensor? Does it appeal to you? Where would you use it? What other use cases? Those kinds of things. If you got any questions or comments, please post below. And with that, subscribe if you haven't. Shares and likes are always appreciated. If you want to learn a little more how to make your house smarter, check out my Udemy course in the details below.